Hello and welcome to the Pick Crew podcast. These are our Steiermark Gp Predictions. I am Ed and this is my co-host Dylan. I'm a McLaren fan and Dylan, you are?
I'm a Mercedes fan.
Okay, so we need to predict the team performance order as this is a unique situation where we have a Grand Prix at the same track after the next Grand Prix. This is going to be interesting. Teams can rely on data collected from last weekend. For example, the curves seemed to be very harsh last weekend. Mercedes told their drivers to stay off the curbs.
But they didn't listen.
They did not listen. I think it's going to be between Red Bull and Mercedes for the top spots in practice. Red Bull have already said that there's a Honda upgrade coming. They did look unreliable, but you know, I think they could do well. Mercedes, they're Mercedes. They're always going to be at the top in pretty much every race.
Bully Albon again.
Third, I think Ferrari don't have the pace, and they've already said that for the first couple of races they're not going to have the pace. So I think it's going to be in between Racing Point and McLaren, my team. It's nice to see them up there, back from the 2018 days of those dark days. We don't talk about those.
No.
It's going to be Racing Point and McLaren for third and fourth. Then fifth, I think Renault or Ferrari. Seventh and eighth, it's going to be probably Haas, Alfa Romeo,
and the usual suspects last.
And Williams probably last. I'm a bit of a Williams fan. I like Williams. I just I hope they do better. They showed promise. They were unlucky, but they showed promise. Now on to quali. My predictions for top five are going to be Verstappen in pole, Hamilton second, Bottas third, Sainz fourth, and Perez fifth. Now, Dylan, what do you think?
I think maybe Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas, Sainz or Albon, and then I'm not sure Sainz. He didn't have as much pace as Lando.
No.
Lando came third in the race, but I think maybe fifth could be Lando.
Okay, that's interesting. I hope quali goes better for Lewis than it did last time, and I'd like to see Williams getting through to Q2 at least. It would be nice. Do you think there's going to be any shock performances in qualifying, Dylan?
Probably not. Probably the same as the last weekend. I don't think Williams will get through. Down since maybe 2014.
I don't expect much from Latifi. You know, it's his rookie year, and especially in a Williams, I don't expect him. Russell
nearly got a point.
Yeah, nearly got a point.
11th.
He managed to get 11th without overtaking anyone, which it's just the Williams way, isn't it? Anyway, on to the race. Now the podium. I'd like to say Verstappen takes the win. Red Bull have looked strong here. You know, they got 2018 and 2019 victories. They've got a great pit crew. We all know that. But the Mercedes, they're just brutally fast in pretty much every aspect. I mean, we saw in testing that their engine's a bit more unreliable, but I think Hamilton will get the win. And I think I'm going to say Mercedes 1-2 and Verstappen in third. I just think that it's just the way it is at the start of the season. You know, everyone seemed last year to catch up to Mercedes in the second half. So I think that's how it's going to go. What do you think, Dylan?
I think probably Hamilton again. Wait, no, Hamilton will take first this time. Maybe Bottas. I think Albon got destroyed again.
Oh, yes. We hope we don't have another coming together.
Yeah.
Who do you think for fastest lap?
Fastest lap?
I'm going to go with the race winner.
You're going to go with race winner?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the race winner for me. Yeah. Who do you think? Who's going to get your fastest lap?
I reckon Verstappen. He's a Red Bull suit that track. Obviously, because it's where they're based.
They love that track.
Yeah.
It looks an easy track to get right because there are so few corners.
10 corners.
But it is difficult, especially the infield section. You know, that's quite tight. Biggest disappointment for me. I have a feeling that Haas are going to disappoint us again, and maybe the Ferraris, of course, they're going to be a biggest disappointment the whole season. What do you think?
It'll be nice to see Kimi up there. It was a bit unfortunate with his tyre just randomly fell off going around the last corner. Biggest disappointment, I think Haas still won't be that great.
No, I
There's
think
some issues with the
Haas are
car.
on the last legs. If Gene Haas isn't getting the results, and he may pull the plug. I mean, own money he's paying for that team.
Yes.
Biggest surprise. I'm hoping for a Racing Point to get up there. I mean, I know that's not a surprise. We've seen their performance. The pink Merc, the Tracing Point, call it what you will. I think that they're gonna get up there, and I think that that'll surprise some people because the Racing Points, they don't have the best drivers. I mean, Sergio's very experienced, but I think if he got a podium, that would still be a surprise. What do you think? Surprise?
Big surprise. Unlike you, I'd like to see a Racing Point up there. Maybe not Stroll.
No,
He's
maybe not Stroll.
it's
I'd
a
like
bit
to see
rude, but
Checo
yes.
up there. I feel
Yes,
he's been
Checo,
very
Checo.
unlucky for his whole career.
He's always, who's he been? He's always been with Force India / Racing Point.
This is going to be very embarrassing. We're going to get commented on saying by some
I can't remember who else he's been with.
Sergio fanboy. I have a feeling that he was somewhere else. I think he was
Was
at
he ever with
McLaren. That's a very bad thing to say. But I do have a feeling he was at McLaren. I'll just fill some time while I think Mr. Dylan here is giving that a Google.
I was thinking. No, I'm not Googling. Shush.
I think that will there be a safety car? I think there could be a VSC. There's always quite a high chance of that. But we saw last week, not last year, it wasn't that long ago, that the cars seem to be so much more unreliable. It's the start of the season, and the team seem to have forgotten how to make a reliable car like in 2019. We got more retirements in Germany last year, and I think minimum VSC, and I'd say 80% chance of at least one VSC. Yeah, he did drive for McLaren, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
And Sauber as well.
We knew that. We knew
When
that.
he first started, he went with Sauber.
Yeah,
as well.
he was at Sauber as well.
From
yeah.
2011.
We're Sergio fanboys over here. We know his whole career.
My brain just suddenly remembered.
Yes, yeah. Dylan, what do you think? Biggest surprise and oh no, we've done biggest surprise.
Yeah, we're on the,
will there be a safety car in your opinion?
It's likely. Like most weekends is always likely.
Yeah, it's always likely.
I think they could be.
I hope we don't have the curbs look brutal. I don't know if they've been redone over in Spielberg, but
I can't see much difference. But they
maybe
have been
the car's
brutal.
just less reliable.
What do you think? Do you think there'll be a crash on the first lap?
There's always danger of something on the first lap. Someone will definitely go wide at turn one. I don't think there's been a race when that doesn't happen. I think the Haas boys, they could have a coming together. The midfield, it's just where there's going to be a coming together. I'd like to see Kimi finish the race and his tyre not go. It's a hobby for me. But yeah, those are our predictions. Thanks for listening. I've been Ed.
And I've been Dylan.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.